All right, today I'm with you here doing a bed liner review. I've gotten 4 of the most common bed liners you can find on Amazon. The cheapest one is $120, most expensive being $170. I'll walk you through these 4 different mats, and we're going to rank them in 4 different categories. Those categories are value, quality, looks, and fit. I'll rank these all 1 through 5 and then give you the pros and cons of what I come up with. The first one is the E-Auto Life. It retails for $104.99, and there it is in the bed of the truck. If you notice, this one has the groovings that match the groovings underneath. It seems like when this is all lays flat, that it's going to fit pretty nicely from side to side. It's going to touch everywhere. You will also notice that this is the only one of my 4 that has the cutouts for the tie downs. So if you know you're going to be looking at those right away, that's a pretty nice option. And for what it's worth, when this lays flat, these all 4 seem to line up very good with the rectangular tie downs. Next one we have here is the one made by Fresh. This one is $169.99. It is the most expensive of the 4, but it also comes with the front trunk liner mat and one for the lower bed, the beneath the bed storage cap. So you have that. This one also has a small lip to it, a larger lip on the side. As you can see, it does not have the cutouts like the one from E-Auto Life did, but it did show on the site that it looked like it could be cut out. Again, it looks like we fit pretty tight on the left, and again, also very tight on the right. Third one on the list here is the one made by Zipu. This one retails for $119.99. Ties for the second cheapest on the 4. This one here, it does seem like it fits fairly good left to right, but I did notice if I really pushed it to one side, I do have a small gap over here. And if I slide it all the way to this side, my right, I do have a little bit of gap here on my left. And if it's all the way back here by the tailgate, if I go to slide this forward, I actually have a little bit of a gap here. By a little bit, probably almost an inch of a gap there with that one. This is also the only one that has the ridges that go diagonally, so they don't quite line up with the ridges of the truck below. So probably a little bit more of like a mat, I would say, than a true liner. The fourth one I have here, made by AAA Liners, also retailing for $119.99. So again, tied with the Zipu one for the cheapest one. As you can see here, this one, I'm pushed, compared to the last one, I'm pushed flush all the way up to the bed, the back of the tailgate, and then I'm flush all the way back here on this side. When laid flat, I am up tight on this side, pretty tight on both sides. And over on this side, again, once I think I lay flat, I'll be very tight on this side. This one does, again, like 3 of the other ones, line up nicely with the grooves below, and these do fit. All these made for this do fit pretty tight, which I think would help it slide from side to side. So our first category was value. So again, if I had to rank these on value, so obviously the first one here, our E-Auto Life, was $150, so slightly more than some of the other ones. Our next one here, made by Fresh, was $169.99, was the most expensive, but it did also come with the front trunk mat liner, and then also it came with the one that goes for the underbed storage. The Zipu for $119.99, the cheapest, tied with the AAA liner of $119.99. The AAA liner did seem to be more quality to me than the one from Zipu. So if I had to compare just these 2 on value being the cheapest, I would definitely rank the AAA liner one higher. But on the E-Fresh compared to the E-Auto Life, they look slightly more expensive than the 2. I couldn't notice a great discernible difference between this one to this one. But this one did have that front trunk liner and the underbed storage mat. I'm not sure how necessary either one of those would be, but if I had to put those all together, honestly, even though it's $169.99, I would say the Fresh probably is the best value of those 2. In our second category, which is quality, this one's a little bit more tricky. The E-Auto Life one, again at $150, seemed mid to upper grade quality. The Fresh, again at the most expensive at $170, did seem to be the most quality. The Zipu did seem to be the least quality and was the lightest by far, picking these 4 up. AAA liner, so again, was somewhere in the middle. I would compare this one very similar to the E-Auto. Our third category, looks. I've asked several people's opinion walking by here, asked my whole family, them. Pretty straight across the board. Everyone thought they were pretty similar, and honestly, they very much are. The E-Auto seemed pretty nice. The Electfresh, pretty nice. Down here on the end, the AAA liner, again, really nice. I did get the most questions here, the most, that stood out the most, I should say, was the Zipu. The Zipu one does have the nicest look to it, but again, the Zipu to me is less of a liner and more of a matte. The fourth and final category I'll be ranking these four out of today was the fit. Again, three of these four, which was again the E-Auto Life, the Electfresh, and the AAA liner down the end, all seem to fit very nice. If I had to give one a nod, it would be the Electfresh, and if I had to say one was the lowest, that's really not that close. The Zipu one, again, which we thought had the nicest look, fits the worst, I should say. It has the gaps on both sides and on the rear, and the fact that it has these diagonal in here rather than the vertical ones that fit with the vertical beams of the actual base of the truck. The Zipu one did not fit the best. So a quick recap. I'm going to rank these in value, quality, looks, and fit across E-Auto, Electfresh, Zipu, and AAA liners. So E-Auto, the first one, at $150, ranked all the way down. I have a final score of a 16. Electfresh, I gave 5 in just several categories, with a final total of 19. The Zipu came out at the lowest, in my opinion. The best look, but the lowest overall. AAA liners came in just below E-Auto third at 15. So, quick recap. I liked the Zipu look one. That's the third one in there. It had the different base to it and everything else. I said it, to me, had a little bit more of a matte feel to it. I feel like someone said to me that they thought this one could be rolled up the easiest. So if there's something that you want to like roll up continually and just use literally just as a mat for every once in a while, you do something heavy or sharp or dirty that you want to scratch your bed, I think this could be a really nice fit for you. But if you notice, this one has no lip to it whatsoever. The entire thing on this is just totally flat. The other ones all have the lip. In fact, the AAA liner had our third highest score, but it may have for quality and value, but if you just want a lip, like if you're putting something down like stone or pebble or mulch, I think that one could be a really good fit for you. Again, the E-Auto Life is the only one that came with the holes cut out for the tie-down straps. They're already out. Again, every one you think could be cut, but this one already had them out. So if you know you're going to be utilizing that, I would say probably lean towards this one. What is often true in life, the Electfresh, which was the most expensive of these all here, but it does come with the front trunk liner and the lower bed mount. I gave the highest score, and it'd probably be the one, if I just had to keep one, it would probably be this one. I'd probably pay a little bit extra, get the other two bonus mats, and have the best quality. Electfresh, $169.99. Has a slight small lip on the backside, has a more aggressive lip along the back. One thing I liked about this is the lip continued evenly all the way around and still fit very nice. And next year, right before we log off, I'll show you how those other two fit. Here's my Electfresh bed liner back on the bed. Again, this one was $169.99, and I'm going to show you the underneath the bed liner. So you open up this little handle here. Even better than I had first realized. So you can see that below bed liner is in place. And something that I thought was really cool, I didn't realize, is my truck came with these inserts. But did you notice this liner is cut out for those inserts to fit? So you can still use these with or without the dividers. Again, very nice fit, and that's something I did not expect to use this much, but there's definitely use to it, and it kind of adds to the quality and overall value of the Electfresh. And there's the front trunk or front liner in place. Again, this is the Electfresh, part of the $170 mat set. Again, fits very snug, I'd say all the way around. Again, adding to the value of that purchase.